So what are the different kinds of things that grab our attention during the Christmas season? Maybe while we're attending concerts or shopping or even attending church services. Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Tuesday. You know, we certainly see things differently during the holiday season, all the way from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And the world seems to be a different place with all the new things to catch your eye. One of the things that always amazes me in this season of the year is the crowd of people, no matter where you go or no matter what time you might be going. If you're going to a mall, you better plan to walk a long ways from the parking lot. We have noticed sometimes when you go by Briley Parkway in Nashville, Tennessee, there is the big Opry Mills Mall. And the exit off of Briley Parkway will be backed up for more than a mile with cars lined all the way around the exit. And the parking lot itself will be filled. Drivers parking on the edges of the lot or out in the grass, maybe filling the bus parking lot far, far away from the mall itself. So what is our thought when we see these crowds? Everything I was wanting is already going to be gone. Maybe that checkout line is going to be unbearably long with all these holiday shoppers. And even the lines at Walmart are unbearably long sometimes at all hours of the night and day. And then, of course, at Walmart, they can't find enough checkers. There will only be 2 aisles open, so we'll be standing and waiting. But the amazing thing is, there are no long lines to get into church. Matter of fact, oftentimes the parking lot is really pretty empty. So think for a minute about the crowds that assembled in Jesus' day. First of all, there was no crowd at the manger scene. Besides those few shepherds that came by that night, there weren't many others. But when Jesus began his ministry on the earth, multitudes gathered around him. Perhaps they were seeking a healing. Maybe they marveled at his revolutionary teachings. Many of them came to receive the free meal, since we know, of course, he had been famous for feeding the 5,000. I'm sure there were times when his disciples became frustrated with all those who came and wanted to turn them away. Listen, the master is tired. But I want us to notice how Jesus saw the crowds in his day. In Matthew 9 and verse 36, the Bible says, when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion for them, because they were weary and scattered, and they were like sheep having no shepherd. He was able to look into the hearts of these crowds, and he saw that they were a needy and hurting people. They seemed to be weary and scattered, having no purpose for their lives, just going through the motions of their religion. And he said they were like sheep having no shepherd. And of course, Jesus, the good shepherd, wanted to give them purpose. He wanted to give them peace. He really wanted to give them some direction. He wanted to give them life, for that matter. He even told his disciples, you know what? The harvest truly is plenteous. The problem is the laborers are few. You need to pray that the Lord of the harvest would send forth more laborers. You know, there are plenty of hurting people out there, just not enough people to help them to Christ. I know that we cannot look into a person's heart, but we are wondering sometimes about the crowds around us at Christmas time. Is that person there following Christ? Or is that person there actually headed for hell one day for eternity? I know it's easy to be crowded among the throngs and maybe fighting for that last deal in the store. And we forget to have the heart of Christ, that actually saw these people as sheep without a shepherd, as lost and wandering without Christ. Let's see them that way this season, and maybe even see if we could share our Christmas and our story and our Christ with those around us.